How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another first reaction video. I need to say this right now. I do apologize that I have to speak a little bit quieter in my usual videos because I would have done my first reaction in the parking lot like I usually do in my car when I go to the theater, but the parking garage is way too loud and noisy and cars were going off, so I decided just to come back home. But to be respectful for my neighbors, I'm just gonna keep my voice relatively low, but because I still wanted to give this first reaction video out to you guys because I really want to try and make an effort in doing that as soon as I see the movie. So I just got back from seeing the newest film from Marvel Studios, The Eternals, which was directed and I think written by Chloe Zhao, which I gotta say right off the bat, tremendous job. The shots in this movie are absolutely breathtaking, amazing. Everything looks really, really good. And I feel like I should just say this. I've seen a lot of movies, and people give their honest opinion about the movies, because that's just what people do, because we just like being able to express how we feel about certain things. And there are movies that I love that people absolutely hate and people still shit on them. So I just want you guys to know I'm just giving my honest opinion. I'm not, I don't trash a movie unless, the world is trashing a movie. Like, I give my honest opinion and I be as respectful as I can. With that being said, I'm just giving my honest opinion about this movie because I know a lot of things are going around with this movie right now, and especially because from what reviewers are saying and whatnot. So I'm just saying that so you guys know. Do I think this movie deserves that Rotten Tomatoes score? Absolutely not. This movie is not a bad movie. It's not a bad movie. My main problem with The Eternals, and obviously this is no spoilers, is that the film tries to add in so much. It feels like you're watching two different movies. With how they set up the stage for the story, you actually kind of say to yourself, actually, you could make a movie about this and then do another movie about that and really kind of set the stage for a trilogy of Eternals movies. You really could. But this movie tries to cram in so much within this one movie. And I like long movies as much as the next person. But with this movie, it starts off strong. But then as you continue to go by, the movie's I believe it's 2 hours and 37 minutes. I could be wrong. The movie feels like it's way longer than that because of how some of these scenes go down. With that being said, the film is amazingly acted. The cast did an absolutely great job. I have nothing against any of them. Everyone did great, and the movie looked good. But this story could have been better. It could have been told a lot better. And some of these characters, some of the decisions that they make, I really kind of sat there in the theater thinking to myself, are you serious? Wait, really? Why? And I can't lie, with how the movie kind of plays out, I did get bored. I honestly did, and that's the thing. I like to be honest during my reviews. I got bored. I really did. And I was really excited in the beginning of the movie. The action sequences are cool. They are cool to look at. But this isn't a spoiler, so I can actually talk about this. This movie takes place in the present and in the past. And honestly, make a movie with them in the past first, then go into the present. Because I feel like you'd be able to really flesh out more of these characters. Because some of the things in this movie I actually kind of almost predicted. I really did. And I was still shocked by what I saw. But when the film tends to go the serious route with some of the decisions that these characters make, it's a Marvel movie, so you'd expect there to be followed up by comedy. But for this movie, it happens almost every single time. Like something serious happens and then we have to go to comedy. Something serious happens, back to comedy. Whereas in your typical Marvel movie, you're allowed to have some emotional moments in the movie after something drastic happens. And in this movie, there are a few moments where that does happen. One moment that I completely wasn't expecting, that I was like, wow, that's powerful. That really is. But yeah, this movie suffers from trying to cram in too much, the characters taking so many different turns with their story, and how you could really take this movie apart and make a movie set in the past, then make a movie set in the present and go from there. I really think they should have done that. But there are seeds of greatness in this movie. There are the potential for where these characters can go, especially one character that I'm not going to say anything because that's a spoiler. You know, I'm excited to see where those go. But would I go back to watch the movie again in theaters? Unfortunately, probably not. When it comes to Disney Plus, I probably will, because there was a lot of cheering and stuff, so I couldn't hear some certain things at some scenes. So I definitely need to listen to that again. But taking in everything I say, you do have to watch this movie, though, because this does continue the events of the MCU. It explains why these characters didn't interfere with Thanos in Endgame and Infinity War. And it definitely sets up the stage for something, again, bigger to come in the future. So you can't miss this movie. But, you know, depending on what your tastes are, you may like it, and that's good. Or you may be like me where, you know, the action is good, the characters are good, the movie looks good, but the story could have been chopped down and it could have been a little bit better. That being said, I'm going to give Marvel Studios Eternals a C+. You know, I really did want to like this movie. I really did. I definitely don't believe the Rotten Tomatoes scores. This movie is not that bad. I would not classify Marvel's Eternals as something that is below a 70%. Absolutely not. Especially just from how the movie is filmed, how it looks, how it's acted, and the music. I can't deny that. That is great. But taking into account all the twists and turns that I really wasn't a fan of, and how the movie just really kind of just stays at this steady pace once you get past the beginning of it, it dragged on for me. And that's why I got to give it a C+. But, you know, if you guys thought the movie was better or worse, leave a comment down below. Let me know. I would love to hear it. But like I said at the beginning, you know, I don't talk shit about movies unless, you know, it's like everybody is. I give my honest opinion, and that's all I'm saying. I don't think this movie deserves the Rotten Tomatoes score, but I definitely think this could have been better, mainly for its story and its pacing. Everything else was great, but some of the decisions and everything, it's C+. It's a C+ for me. With that being said, the next time I do a first reaction video for you guys, I'm going to be reacting to Demon Slayer, Mugen Train, the movie. I'm going to be watching that tomorrow, so you can expect that video sometime tomorrow. And then I have some other stuff that I want to do, but when we meet back for the Marvel Cinematic Universe, we are going to be talking about the highly anticipated Spider-Man No Way Home. And we're getting close to that. And that's the next time that we'll be... Actually, no. Well, I'm not sure what I'm going to do for Hawkeye just yet. But as far as films go, the next time we meet up, we are going to be talking... And for Marvel movies, we're going to be talking about Spider-Man. But the next first reaction to come up after this one is going to be the Demon Slayer movie. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you thought about Marvel's Eternals down in the comments below, and I'll see you guys next time.